officially be live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. Let's go. Let's get this shiny today. That's what we've been waiting for. Alrighty. Alright, cool. What's up? We're good. Let's go. Hopefully we can get some better luck than we did yesterday. We're almost at over odds. And at this rate, I feel like we're going over odds on this hunt. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully my audio is fine still. I don't know why the YouTube streams have been slightly weird. Sometimes it uses the wrong audio track, but hopefully it's fine. Who the fuck is this chud? Hey, buddy. Going for my shiny Caterpie in Viridian Forest. What's up, Carter? How's it going? You know, just chilling, doing some shiny hunting. Just decided to stream it because it gives me incentive. Is it still your second mon? It is indeed my second mon. That is still what I'm going for. If I press start right now, it's gonna tell me I have like 42 hours, and 41 of them have been in Viridian Forest. Yeah, 41 and a half hours. So about 40 and a half hours have been stuck in Viridian Forest. No, I thought about doing like a route based one, but I was like, I just really want to do a badge quest. So like six shinies total. But also I might get a couple extra ones. There's a couple other things I want to get. And then after I want to soft reset for Deoxys, Ho-Oh, Lugia, all the cool legendaries in this game. Less hunting specifically because this is a 1 in 8,192 game. If it was a, like, I don't know, if we were doing, like, I don't know, like Scarlet and Violet or something like that, you could do a Scarlet and Violet shiny badge quest in a day. You can get 18 shinies in a day. Even without charm. Literally, like in ZA, you couldn't really do a badge quest. I guess you could do a rank quest for each time you do a rank, but it's not the same. But like in ZA, I could get probably 40 shinies just by running around with charm, just doing the methods that make things spawn fast. Like, they're free in ZA. Especially if you have a turbo controller. Yo, what up, Benny? Welcome, welcome. You've seen some fun routes on this game on Twitter. What do you mean fun routes? Indulge. Indulge? No. What word am I looking for? Enlighten. Enlighten me. That's the word I'm looking for. Man, yesterday when I was streaming, I like did a test stream kind of at like midnight. because I started doing multi-streaming stuff and I got YouTube finally work. And bro, YouTube was popping off last night. I was getting crazy amounts of viewers through fucking YouTube. It was pretty sick. I got the vertical stream now, so it's like when people are scrolling through their shorts or whatever, I'll occasionally pop up with the shiny hunt. Oh, gym leader route's like getting Aerodactyl early. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I had 875 total views on your stream yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Like to be fair, a lot of it was like you're scrolling through shorts or whatever, but like that's a ton. It's a start, you know. And like I had like 3 or 4 people that stayed for like basically the entire stream, which was cool. Like they stayed for like 2 or 3 hours. I was like, god damn. But like with a game like this, when you're shiny hunting, sometimes it is just you want to have something playing in the background and you'll just open up a stream or whatever and just like a casual chat or whatever. I'm definitely not complaining. Like I was only planning on doing a short stream and it was like an hour and a half in. I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna end here right away. This was just gonna be like a test short stream or whatever. And I had like 3 people telling me like, no, don't end, don't end, don't end. And I'm just like, god damn. I'm like, thanks, I guess I won't. I believe we're getting the shiny today. Today is the day that we're getting a shiny in Viridian Forest. We're gonna go over odds. I don't know if I'll make it all the way up to odds today actually, because that's like another 1,000 encounters, which is like 5 hours. And I don't know if I'm gonna do 5 hours worth of stream today. But we're gonna get fucking close. I'll probably go close to 8K. Bro, but like with the odds being like 40% of hunts go over odds in these games, like I have to expect that I'm going to go over odds. Especially when I got my Charmander in like less than 1,000 resets. I thought I did way more for my Charmander than I did the math with it, just based on how much playtime I had, and I was like, wow, I actually only did like 600, 800 encounters or something like that for Charmander. And there are people who are still, to this day, from the release of it, are still going for it, which I think is funny. Yeah, I got it super quickly. I had the benefit of being sick though, and just being able to lay on my couch and just not care about anything else. I just had something playing on the TV and I was just pressing buttons. Oops. I just realized today's Monday. I don't know how long I'll stream. I think I want to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. See my goat Danhausen. wonder how hard it would be to set up a turbo to do a hunt like this. I guess the only issue would be that the encounter rates wouldn't be consistent. So there's chances I would get to like, it would come out of sync, I guess. Not that I would turbo. I don't really like doing turbo hunts. They're kind of a little cheap, but... Like, turbo would be maybe okay for soft resetting, but I'm pretty sure in this game... there's like a weird RNG manipulation thing. So if you were to be super consistent with your inputs, you would just be encountering the same one over and over again. These old games are so weird that I don't know if it would work as well. It's so funny. I have a turbo controller now after ZA. Like, even though I don't play ZA anymore, like I got it way after the fact. I'm like, I wish I had this during ZA, so I didn't have to do all those fucking battles to get the 1,000 battles for Shiny Charm. That was torture. I got this nice controller though. I got an 8-bit Dio. It's real nice. It's definitely like the most comfortable retro controller. The battle grind drags, dude, I know. But now the DLC exists, you don't even have to do the battle grind. If you buy the DLC, there's a different mission you can do or whatever. Which, speaking of the DLC, I literally bought it, played like an hour of it maybe. Have not touched it since. I really enjoyed ZA, but the DLC just wasn't quite it for me, I don't think. It's not that the DLC was even necessarily bad. I think I was just kind of over the game at that time. I had put in like 100 hours before the DLC came out, and I was just like, okay. Kind of done what I wanted. I got some cool shinies in it though, so it's like... I think this is super cool that they made a lo-fi version of this album. I think more artists should do that. Just release their albums, but then release a lo-fi version separately. Dude, it's sick. Could you imagine like a Creed lo-fi album or like... I would be so down with a John Bellion lo-fi album. That would heal my soul. Who would put out a really good lo-fi album? I'm trying to think right now. Like, I feel like the Gorillaz could low-key put out a good lo-fi album. Just because their music is all kind of like over the place and has such different vibes all the time. Right? Like, I feel like it would actually work kind of well, too. Giving me lullaby versions of albums, essentially. That's all lo-fi really is this a nice little lullaby. The Weezer lo-fi album? What color would the lo-fi album be? Do they have a... They have a teal, they have trying to think. Pink, like Pink is kind of what I was thinking of. Like I almost like a lilac though. I feel like a lilac would be the lo-fi album. A light purple. There is something about Weezer just doing different colors for their albums that I just love. $1975 would be good for lo-fi, yeah. I think Cage the Elephant would do a good lo-fi album. Beck, yeah. Cage the Elephant, I feel like would actually be a pretty sick one. I'm trying to think of artists that would put out a good lo-fi album. You know, I weirdly think Post Malone could get away with a decent lo-fi album. I think he could. I'm not the biggest Post Malone fan. I enjoy a handful of his songs. 10,000% could go lo-fi. I could see it. Just depends what he does. Like I want to say his country stuff wouldn't work as well, but like also country lo-fi probably exists. It probably is a thing. Maybe No Money lo-fi album, that would actually be. I'm kind of surprised, you know, he hasn't done that. Maybe him and Young Gravy. You love Baby No Money. I have one of his albums on vinyl. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the names of like any of his albums. I got a handful of his songs on my playlist though. It's such TikTok slop, but I love his shit. No, dude, like it is 100% TikTok slop to an extent, but like he makes some good music. Like I don't know, they're catchy, they're vibey. Like sure, they're like definitely to an extent made for TikTok, but like they're also like just not terrible songs. Yeah, if it's in the other room, let me go grab it. Give me a sec. Let me go grab my vinyl. The Eat Your Veggies vinyl. Can't remember. I think it's a pink vinyl as well. Yeah, it is pink. Absolutely love my vinyl collection, but I have not bought many vinyls as of late. Jesus Christ, my cord's getting tangled on everything. Vinyls are expensive nowadays. Like it used to be like $30 for vinyl, which is like still not nothing. But now some vinyls are like 50, 60 bucks just for like a standard release, and I'm like, that's getting a little bit out of my price range. I hadn't bought a vinyl in like a year until yesterday. I went to a music convention yesterday and picked up 4. What'd you pick up? That's sick. I think my last album I picked up was John Bellion's Father Figure. paid 75 for a 2 LP. Yeah, like that's what I mean. It's like some of them are just so crazy expensive these days. I have some records though that are in my collection that like Discogs values at like $300, $500, which is kind of fucking wild that people would pay that much money for a record. That being said, I've spent 100 and I think 117 was the most I ever spent on a vinyl, and it was a neck deep vinyl. Bro, I got an itch on my nose, bro, and it ain't going away. Guys, Dizzy Up the Girl by the Goo Goo Dolls. Goo Goo Dolls are goated. Transmission by the Tea Party. I've never heard of them, but okay. LP1 by American Football, and Hail to the Thief by Radiohead. Radiohead's solid. Can't go wrong with that. I love Goo Goo Dolls. Like, obviously, I know it's kind of like they're like, I would say probably their most popular song, but Iris is literally probably my top song ever. Like one of my top songs just in existence. When we were talking in the Discord the other day about making a playlist of everyone's like top songs or whatever, like it would literally be like Iris would be probably my number. It would be on there for sure. It's famous for a reason, such a banger. Literally, like I mean, it's so popular, but like I hate to be like, yeah, it's my favorite song. But yeah, we need to do that, dude. Literally. Let's do it, because I think if we make, I imagine most people use Spotify. I use Apple Music, but I have a Spotify account. We should make one of those collaborative playlists, or even just get someone, like make a thread where everyone's allowed to link like 10 songs. People who shit on people for liking popular songs are so weird, like they're big for a reason. No, for sure. But some people are like, oh, that's like, they're so that's their mainstream song, like. Dude, if we had a collaborative playlist from the Jersey Nerds, that would actually be kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie. That'd probably be my like playlist I'd listen to most of the time. Most of y'all are on Spotify though. Thankfully, it's easy enough I could transfer the playlist over to Apple Music for my convenience. But I would also just, I have a Spotify account. I could add all my stuff to it or whatever. Man, I need to continue posting my Olympic stuff on Instagram. I started posting it, and then I got super sick there for like a week and a half. So I just kind of was like, I'm putting it on pause until I get better. And then I just kind of stopped. And I need to not do that. I need to be consistent. Consistency is key. I'm so bad with things like that, man. I'll start a series and then pause it or forget about it or give up on it like halfway through so much. Like when Conceptober was happening, I did like 18 of them or something like that. And then after that, I just literally, Pokemon ZA came out. That's what it was. I did like 18 of the concepts, and then ZA came out and I just didn't do a single other one. Is this so ass? I think I'm shadow banned on my design account. Some of my posts don't even break 20 likes anymore. Honestly, yeah. Like I have the odd post that I have, like my Ducks rebrand that I did when they were teasing their rebrand or whatever, got like 1,800 likes, or it was over 1,000 likes for sure. Maybe not 1,800, but I was like, that's crazy. And then I think my next post got like 30. And I'm like, oh, okay. Can't believe you stuck with the 82 jersey project. Well, the 82 jersey project is cool. I just personally don't know if that's one that I would be posting on my Instagram, just for the fact that it's like, that's so many jersey concepts of like, just like basically one team. I mean, the Jets obviously haven't had the best record this year, so it's been a handful of teams, but I feel like that's one that would do better on Instagram stories. Making just story posts over them, and then making like one of those highlights on your Instagram. See, but also when you think too much about that stuff, you just start spiraling. Like whenever I think too much about like how I should post my stuff on Instagram and stuff like that, a lot of the time it doesn't matter. Like it matters to me, but like it doesn't really make a difference. My concept from Saturday got 36 likes, and the post in the start of this project was breaking hundreds in less than 12 hours. Yeah. Like that's just like, I mean, that also is just like Instagram. Like I remember I was trying really hard to make sure I posted at ideal peak times on Instagram, and then I realized it didn't really make a difference. I would still sometimes only get 70 likes on a post instead of 200 or whatever, you know what I mean? I was just like, people are gonna see it or they're not. Just gets into your own head, yeah. Ain't always worth it. Just RNG at this point, literally. Well, and I also like to believe that a lot more people see my designs but don't necessarily click the like button, just because like I know personally on Instagram, I don't like a lot of posts. Even if I like a jersey concept or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's a good concept or whatever. I don't really like a lot of posts. It's nothing against them. I don't like a lot of stuff. So I like to believe that my stuff gets seen, but $7,216. We're getting there. We are almost at odds. Less than 1,000 to go to odds. I'm glad that I could put use to this stream overlay. Because I made this for my ORAS shiny badge quest that I never really did. I did one stream of it and never used, but I'm glad that I could reuse it. It works well for Fire Red Leaf Green just being in the same style. Fuck you, Automod? What did Automod do? I didn't even get to see it. It didn't even show it on my end. What the hell? Hold on. I also swear that I turned Automod off. Like, besides, like, crazy things like the N-word and stuff like that. I could have swore I had that turned off. How do I turn off Automod? It didn't like your usage of three-way? Bruh. That's a crazy one to flag. Alright. Turning filtering off. It might go poorly, but who knows? All right, I did a 3-person Soul Link shiny badge quest with my brother and cousin on XY a while back, and we got stuck on one encounter because my brother went 4 times over odds with the shiny charm, hacked it. Yeah, I mean, dude, sometimes even with the odd, like with the charm, like you're still going over. Like what was it? I was doing Masuda method and Sword and Shield with charm, with like everything as peak or whatever, and like it's like what, like 1 in 400 eggs, and I did like 900 to 1,000 eggs or whatever before I got my shiny Feebas. I was like, oh my god, it was like double odds. No, I know, right? To go over odds on Masuda is brutal. That was my only ever Masuda hunt too. I never did another one after that. It is one of my favorite shinies I've gotten though, but I've never done another one. I think I was live streaming when it happened, but I don't have the reaction anymore, which sucks because I remember I was so hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna stream like probably like 2-3 hours ago. I was gonna start my stream, and then I got sucked into deadlock for like too long. I've been playing that game too much. I was thinking one of these days I might do a Pogi Rogue live stream, because I think that could be fun. I've been meaning to play more Pogi Rogue lately, and I just haven't. Do it? I might. There's been a few things I've actually wanted to stream. I wanted to do more Ocarina of Time randomizer, but there's also like 3 Ocarina of Time ROM hacks that like are just completely custom stories that are some are like decently rated, and I'm like, I would like to check those out. But I just like, I want to do that on stream, but also I just kind of want to play them. But then so I just haven't touched them. You've been addicted to Pokemon again? You're actually actively playing it? I'm not gonna lie. The most of the time that I play Pokerogue, I'm at work, which is an awful thing to say. But when I'm in the fitting room and it's slow, I'll just pop open my phone, go through a couple waves of Pokerogue, close it, customer comes, close it, you know what I mean? Help the customer out, and then it slows down again, and I'll just, you know, pop it back out real quick. It's only when I'm in the fitting room, just because the fitting room sucks. Is the worst position to be in my shift. I think I'm in the fitting room tomorrow. Did I just say that there was a CS update that just came out? I meant to open up my work app and I pulled my bank app up. Yep, in the fitting room. How exciting. Release notes are up for today. Players in Germany and Netherlands will have an X-ray scanner tab in their inventory. Brother, that's so funny. This big streamer just changed his account over to Netherlands so he could open up cases because he was in Germany and they started getting rid of cases, and now they're getting rid of cases in fucking Netherlands too. That's so funny. He switched his account over, and then now he's still getting it banned. That's so funny. It's not that they actually banned cases, they just made it where it's not a case anymore. It's like an X-ray scanner or whatever because of their whole lawsuit. Because New York decided, hey, let's sue Valve. Which is crazy because I'm not gonna lie, if they win, like if New York wins, Pokemon cards and stuff like that are probably gonna be like not a thing anymore because it's the same concept. They're essentially banning They're trying to ban case gambling because it is a form of gambling, obviously. But it's just the whole gotcha thing. Like, they're just trying to say, oh, it's a gotcha thing, you know, the odds are like really stacked against you and whatnot, and you're spending money on these virtual items that are just skins and stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, people do the same with Pokemon cards. They do the same with blind boxes. Like, I understand that it's bad that children are gambling. That is a problem, obviously. I was a child when I started gambling because of Counter-Strike. But at the same time, there are parental controls that parents can put on their kids' Steam accounts to prevent that stuff. And plus, like, it is an 18+ game. Theoretically, you should be 18 years old. I mean, obviously, nothing's stopping you from being younger, but it's just like, they can't... How do I put it? They can't monitor every single person who has a CS account. Maybe they do something crazy and do like ID verification on Steam accounts or whatever. And if you have an ID verified account or whatever, and you're above a certain age or whatever, like, then you're allowed to buy those things. But I don't know, it's just like, and then at that point, then do you have to make Pokemon cards an 18+ thing because technically it's a form of gambling? Like, sure, a lot of kids only care for the cool arts and stuff like that, but like, obviously everyone knows there's a deeper monetary value at the end of the day. It'll be interesting to see what comes of this whole lawsuit, but that's true. But at least with Pokemon, you're getting something physical compared to the digital items, and that is another argument as well. There is the physical aspect of it, but at that same time, TCG Pocket exists, the trading card game online exists, so there are ways to be opening Pokemon cards without getting a actual physical value back, and you can spend money. Obviously, those games also include ways to open up packs for free, but there is a lot of people who spend money. Lurking for a bit, I'm taking a break to work on a concept. Thanks for lurking. I appreciate it. Good luck with your concept. Hopefully it's a Flames concept. I'm sure it won't be, but... Good points, and hello, hope you're doing well today. Yeah, thank you. I hope you are doing well too, Stormy. Stormies? Yeah, I mean, I understand the arguments of it all. I understand both sides. So at this point, it is really just what happens next. But if New York wins, it could be bad for a lot of things. Not bad per se, like bad for the companies, but it'd be really interesting. But also, the only thing I can immediately think of, Pokemon cards get banned, the value of Pokemon cards are skyrocketing. Everything. Those Moonbryons are going for $10,000 at that point. Because people are like, they're never doing it again. No more Pokemon cards. So... yeah, exactly. It's like, if they get rid of it, all the value is going to go up. It's the same with Counter-Strike skins. If they get rid of cases to an extent, like, I know they've swapped over to terminals, and it's going to be like they're trying to kind of change what they're doing to get around it all. But Counter-Strike skins that are already crazy expensive, if you can't open up cases anymore, they're going to skyrocket in price again. Because there's a finite amount of them at that point. So... and also, Pokemon cards get banned. Yu-Gi-Oh cards get banned. Like, Pokemon cards, like, obviously, there's the kind of, like, gambling aspect of it, but it's just, like, there are people who play Pokemon TCG like professionally, you know what I mean? They go to tournaments and stuff like that. They do the worlds and stuff like that. So it's just like those people are just like kind of screwed out of it now. It will affect a lot of things if it does go through. So it'll be interesting. $7,267 of them. Still no shiny. I'm not gonna lie, out of the corner of my eye, I saw the Metapod sprite on my preview stream. Sorry, I'm getting Discord messages. I saw the shiny Metapod sprite on my preview, and I, for half a second, thought I just got a shiny Metapod, and then I was like, wait a second, that's a Caterpie. It's not even the same Pokemon. Hope anyone that's chilling in here is having a good afternoon, evening. It's about to be 4:20. Cheers to anyone who indulges. Hope anyone that's doing some shiny hunting or anything in chat, it's just good luck to them with their hunts. I am absolutely exhausted. I stayed up significantly too late last night. The last 2 nights I stayed up till like 5 in the morning and then woke up at like 11, and I have just been exhausted. But here we are doing a monotonous shiny hunt. You're currently playing through Pokemon Red. You never finished the original. I don't know if I ever actually, now that you say that, I don't know if I ever finished the original. I never owned a copy of like the Game Boy one, but I had it on my 3DS. I had Pokemon Blue on my 3DS. And I remember doing the Mew glitch and all that. And then I don't think I ever finished it though. I've been playing on the side, just casually. I've been playing Emerald Sea Glass, which is just like, it's a Gen 3 game essentially in the style of like the Gen 1, Gen 2 Game Boy games. And man, it's been very cool. Something unique about the graphic style. happening there? Why is that doing that? That's weird. Oops, I probably just went up like 3 encounters by accident for saying on that screen. But oh well. There's the occasional time. You loved Emerald Sea Glass? There's some really cool Pokemon ROMs out there. I used to play a lot of Pokemon ROMs when I was younger, and then I just kind of didn't anymore. But it's been nice to play through Sea Glass, and it's nice that Sea Glass is kind of just a like it keeps the main story. It's not like there's no Fakemon or anything like that. I don't mind Fakemon in some ROM hacks, but sometimes it's just not the same feeling. I think it'd be really cool to see more ROM hacks in the style of Sea Glass. I know Pokemon Brown exists, which is a Gen 1 like Game Boy Color ROM hack, but I never really played that one. I played that a long time ago when I was young, but I don't think I ever finished that one. How far are you in your Pokemon Red playthrough? I hope you're further than Viridian Forest, because I've been stuck here for 40 hours. Man, I did it again. I fucking left my thing on there. I keep getting distracted and not pressing A fast enough. Probably went up a couple encounters by accident. Shiny hunting is tough in the early games. Not too surprised you've been at it for this long. Yeah. It is rough. The 81-92 odds are pretty brutal. And then you get a Charmander in 600, 700 resets like I did. And then it's not as brutal all of a sudden. And then you're like, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk. And then you're stuck here for 40 hours. You just finished beating Misty. Nice. All right, encounter 7,300. Is it going to be shiny? It's not. It's a Weedle. Just give me a Pokemon that is a slightly different color, please. Give me your cousin of this Pokemon that is slightly different colored. Holy Weedles. I think there's like 3 or 4 Weedles in a row. And another one. Metapod is the shiny I actually want, because I think out of all the shinies, he has the coolest looking one. I'm going to evolve it into a Butterfree anyways, but I think he definitely has the coolest shiny. Cocoon is kind of cool, and so, same with Beedrill. What is that? Here is my Discord. It's weirdly not showing up in my chat here, but I'm seeing it there. That's weird. I think that's a YouTube message too. I don't know why that's not showing up in my actual chat on my end. Give me a second. Oh, that was... I thought I put in too many of the same number there for a second. Sorry, Shai, just give me a second. Because I just realized, yeah, someone was chatting in the YouTube chat and it just wasn't popping up on my end. Sorry, I was not trying to ignore anyone, so apologies for that. Sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. Man, I feel bad. I might have been missing... Oh my god. There were so many messages in my YouTube chat and none of it's popping up on my end. I'm sorry, chat. This is not what I'm trying to do. Can I pop out this chat? Yeah, okay. Gonna have to do some weird shenanigans so I can see everything. Let me just test. Yeah, it shows up over there, but not on my end. What the heck? You don't think there's an easy way? I had it like yesterday when I was streaming. I have a plugin that lets me do it, and yesterday when I was streaming it worked just fine, but it doesn't seem to be working today, which is weird. I guess I'll just pull up this chat on the other end. It's like slightly infuriating though that it just isn't working anymore. Say they just use 2 chat boxes on their end. That's probably the easier way to do it, because I bet you this is the issue, is that occasionally it just doesn't work. I have my vertical stream chat now open. So Stan, if you're still here from earlier, thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry I was ignoring you. It was not my intention. To answer your question about what do I think about the new starters from Pokemon Wind and Waves, I think they're all mediocre. I think they might grow on me, but I don't love them all. Not yet. Palm Bomb's probably my favorite of the 3, but not quite it. You made a smoothie? What kind of smoothie? What kind of smoothie we got? This will be like, I might be judgmental if you say something bad. Strawberry and blueberry? Okay. Okay. Strawberry and blueberry. I don't know if I've ever had a strawberry and blueberry. Okay, strawberry, no bananas. Okay. Have you tried / wanted to play Pokopia? I want to play Pokopia really bad. Just don't have a Switch 2 at the moment. It's not super in my budget yet, so for the time being, holding off. My girlfriend was talking about it. She wants to buy a Switch 2, and she might buy a Switch 2 to play it. And I'm just like, you do your thing. $600 game, essentially a $600 game. Because I would be buying it, I would have to buy a whole console for the game. Why is my Charmander a different color? My Charmander's a different color because it's shiny. It's actually a Charmeleon as well. But it's shiny. Same here, hoping to wait and see if they have a Pokemon Switch 2 edition. Yeah, that'd be cool too if they release like a special edition console. I think they might with Wind and Waves. Which, I will be getting a copy of Wind and Waves when I will be getting Wind and Waves and a Switch 2 when that comes out. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today, sorry. No need to be sorry, Nabil. Thank you for popping in and saying what's up. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good day, evening, night. I keep wanting to say night, but I guess it's almost 5 o'clock. My only thing with a special edition Switch 2 is, would they change the actual Joy colors, the Joy-Con colors, or would they just do the little accent colors that are inside the joystick and on the connector part? Because if it's just that, I probably don't care too much about getting a special edition one. It's nighttime for you? Well, I hope you're having a good evening, good night. Thanks for popping in. I'm cool like an Absol. Hey, Absol is my favorite Pokemon because he is by far one of the coolest Pokemon. And that's facts. You forgot they did that with the Joy-Cons, which they would do more customization. And like, there's nothing saying that they won't. It is still entirely possible that they do unique Joy-Cons. But yeah, I think they look really nice. I do think the little accent color is nice. But it's just like, it's not gonna push the needle for me to go and buy a cool Joy-Con just for a slightly different accent color. In the games, Absols feel so weak. I know. Absol's, he's my favorite at heart, but he's definitely not the strongest Pokemon. He was actually pretty good in ZA. I used him a lot in ZA, and he was kind of my carry. Plus, we got that cool Mega Absol Z, which was pretty sick. I have a shiny Alpha Absol in ZA, so I have the Mega for that. I will say, Absol is a cool looking Pokemon. Both of Absol's Mega Evolutions are sick. I like the Z one more, honestly, with the like claw. It's pretty sick. changing one setting here. You just found out from me that Absol has another mega? Yeah, in ZA they gave him a second mega. And it's pretty sick, honestly. Nausicaa's Requiem. This song, goated, this movie is my favorite movie of all time. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind is my favorite movie of all time. It's so good. We should get the shiny now that it's playing. If you squint really hard, the trees look like muscular buff guys sitting down. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying. Because low key, I can see it. You got like, here, like I'll go up. I'm above, there's his eyes right below me. He's buff, he's got his arms kind of in front. He's just a buff guy. Got some buff trees. You know, this movie, Nausicaa, all about bugs. We're in the forest with the poison bugs. Maybe we get the shiny, you know, maybe. Oops. Deadlock stream when? Then I have to make a whole goo overlay, a whole viscous themed overlay. Shiny at 54,321. I would probably stop before that. I'm not gonna lie. If it took me 50,000 encounters, I would not finish the hunt. A goo overlay. That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what? After stream tonight, I'll work on a viscous overlay for when I'm streaming Deadlock. An animated goo overlay. My transition will be like the goo fist punches across the screen or whatever. Face cam is me in the cube. I would make it so like the cube is like a slightly opaque, or like I'm inside the cube. Like you could just see my face inside the cube. Like it would be a lower opacity or whatever. I don't know. I probably could stream Deadlock. I just don't know how well it would run on my computer. I could try it one of these days. Just because that game's kind of inconsistent. Sometimes it's super laggy for no reason. Weirdly, I've noticed I was having all those stutters the other day. And I genuinely think it was always when I was playing against a drifter. So I don't know if there's something with his ability that is either like causing like a memory leak or something like that, but I was always dropping frames hard whenever I was specifically fighting Drifter. And that might just be cope. It might be a little bit of cope. But yeah, I mean, it might be a little bit of cope. You know, I wonder if... I don't think it did, probably. Twitch added a thing where you can change your stream, like if you're on mobile or whatever, you can watch the vertical version of it. I'm going to imagine mine did not work like that, even though I have it selected too, but I don't think it's going to be working. I got the YouTube vertical stream working, which is like kind of what I mainly cared for. The Twitch one's not as big of a deal to me. I don't know how many encounters I'm going to go to today. I think I'm probably going to go to like 7,600, 7,700 maybe. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream again. I'm just so exhausted from the last couple days. We'll see how we're feeling. I mean, yesterday I said it was going to be a short stream. I said I was going to end after like an hour, and then I ended up streaming for like 4 hours. So... anything's possible. You gotta commit to the grind. Can't end until shiny. That's what someone said last night, and I was like, it's 4 in the morning, I'm going to bed. Actually, it was like 3:30 in the morning at that time, and they're like, you know, if you end now, you're going over odds, but if you stay until 7,112, you're getting the shiny. So I literally streamed until 7,112 encounters, and I didn't get the shiny. That's dedication? Yeah. I was dedicated. He said that if I stayed until 7,112, I would get the shiny. So I stayed until then. I did not get the shiny. I was lied to. He was permanently banned from my chat after. Not actually, but I should have. Bro, that penguin emote is literally one of my favorite emotes. So goofy. Just the deadpan of the fucking penguin. Is this supposed to be Pingu? Yeah, it's supposed to be Pingu, okay. Bro, I remember I loved Pingu as a kid. The Mike Wazowski one is pretty good too. I'm not gonna lie, you got some goated emotes. When I get, if I ever get emotes on my channel, I'm putting the picture of my face super zoomed in stoned. Cause that's like the only thing I would even put. I don't even know what else I would want for emotes. Wide soul, yo, wide soul. Okay, I would do a wide soul 1 and a wide soul 2, so you could put them together and then it would be a wide emote. Or yeah, 3 emotes to make wide soul. Wide soul would actually be really good. I think that might be one I would have to do. Bro, that picture's iconic. I love that. That's so funny. I forgot about that. I don't even remember how many emotes you get as a affiliate. Does this hockey game start at 5 today? I think it does. It does. Are we losing to the Detroit Red Wings today, chat? Probably. You have 10 emotes? Okay, well, you get a solid amount then. And then, like, I know, like, based on subs you can unlock more, but I don't know if that's the same for affiliates or not. Or if they are just, like, limited to their 10 until they become partner. And it's like, how does that work? If you, like, lose your subs, do you lose your emote slots? Like, is it like Discord where if we run out of nitro? I forgot that you have a whole bunch of Space Penguin emotes. Freaking AI slop. But I'm not even gonna lie, dude. Like, I mean, I know they're AI emotes, but they work really well. Oh my god, I can hear my dog barking. She ain't stopping. That freaking fat bitch of a dog. I love her though, but she's a fat, stinky bitch. They are AI ass emotes, but they're not terrible. Like, I mean, they work well for emotes. They honestly, like, from the distance of looking them at them, like from a chat box, they don't look AI. They just look like someone drew some emotes for you or whatever. See, I don't really have a caricature or whatever, like a little character art. I don't really have one that I'd be able to use for mine. So I actually had a character logo of an Absol from back in the COD community. I wonder if I could find it. It was not good though. I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't use it, but I remember I had that. I still use my signature from the COD community that someone made me. I remember when I joined Myth, someone was like, here, have a signature. And I was like, sick. And I still use it. Yeah, I don't have a mascot. I don't have a mascot. I mean, I guess I could use Absol, but 7,400, no shiny. Man, it's still pissing me off that my YouTube chat wasn't going through on my other one. Because I had like 3 or 4 people message some things in chat and I just completely ignored them. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, one of the people in here that was like definitely trying to be like, hey, do you want me to make you your art for your channel? And it's like, I'm a graphic designer, I don't need you. I'm pretty sure a lot of those accounts also just like straight up use AI for that stuff. It's to like try and get money from people. Am I over the lo-fi right now? I want to change the tunes. Get some vibes up in here. Let's get some lyrics up in this. Something a little bit. We're gonna put on the relaxing sad boy playlist. It's not all sad boy.
Spread like constellations all over the place. Darling, I walked you to the station, shooting with my heart on my sleeve. Now I'm staring at your photograph.
No, that wasn't back-to-back Pikachus.
So if you're struggling to go to sleep tonight, when you're on your own beneath the lonely lights, oh darling, if
Oh my goodness, is it getting toasty in my room? Give me a second. I gotta take my hoodie off. I'm gonna catch on fire over here.
oh it's hard, oh it's hard to be alone. Oh it's hard, oh it's hard to be alone. Moved to the big city and called it home. Oh, what a crowded place to live alone.
I need to quickly check, actually,
She was a quiet girl when we were young.
something. Sorry.
What have we done?
Pause in the hunt for a second.
What have we done?
I think we're good. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. At least we should be good. Hopefully.
too hard. Oh, it's hard. Be alone.
Meanwhile, I'm alone in Viridian Forest for 40 hours without a shiny. Come on. Come on, game. Give me what I want. Oh, I like this cover of this song. My prediction right now for the shiny is 9,633. That's my just random guess. Which I wouldn't even be mad because that's only slightly over odds. This could be a lot worse. Two pass on my A press. Didn't count the encounter. One of my favorite Cage the Elephant songs ever. This was a great concert to see live. Wait, didn't they count the encounter again? Did my thing break? Nope, I just had two in a row that it just didn't count. Okay, whatever. When I get the shiny, do I have to have a crazy reaction so I can get the YouTube views? Put it on a short. Oh my god, shiny Pikachu! Like, do something absolutely crazy. Break your setup? Yeah, bro. If I get the shiny Pikachu, I'm just gonna step back and just dive into my setup. Just full scent on into the setup. Seven four four four. 7 4 4 5. Oh, we got the Sir Bellhop. Sir Jonathan Bellhop. Probably my favorite song off The Human Condition. Like, out of every song on the album, this is probably #1 for me. I don't think there's anything else on there that I like more. They're all goated songs. It's really fucking good. I think, I remember there was a video of Ed Sheeran, who, I guess Ed Sheeran has this, like, Instagram or something like that, where he talks about, like, vinyl records and stuff, which is so random. But he talked about The Human Condition, and I'm pretty sure he said this was his favorite song on the album, too. It's so good. It just has such good mixing. Just, he sounds so good in it. Just everything. The Human Condition, man, was such a good album. It's one of those albums that there's really no skippable songs on it. The only one I would maybe occasionally skip is just All Time Low, for the fact that I've heard it 1.5 million times. I still love seeing all the memes of Low, like of All Time Low being in the meme videos and stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, man, this is like not really a meme song, but I get it. Pretty sure I remember reading a thing that he literally released that song because his label told him to, because they're like, yeah, this is gonna do really good, and it did really good. But out of that whole album, that song has the least amount of like essence to it, I guess. I was gonna say on Father Figure, there's the only songs I'd skip are the like the interlude, but like even then, Vinny's Artichoke or whatever is a pretty just funny video. I can FedEx you some artichoke. I can FedEx it to you. You forgot your artichoke. It's just an absolutely crazy concept that someone would deliver a artichoke via FedEx. Won't you come back? I can't remember what this artist's name, but it's like Dooba Diba or something like that. What is it? Biba Doobie. Just sounds. Oh man. Gotta get my posture checked. Slouching too much. Oh my goodness. Got tickle in my throat. I was sick like 3 weeks ago and I still just have like the slight snot, slight phlegm going on. And I'm just like, can you not? Phlegm boy, don't ever call me that again. Don't ever call me that again. You listen here. I'll drop your full government name right now. No, I won't do that. You know what's interesting is that my chat box tells me that YouTube is streaming to it. Like it tells me how many viewers are on it, but it's just not showing me the messages. But you know what I think it is? Huh. You know what it might be is I think it only can take one of my 2 streams, and it might be taking from my main stream right now. So if I were to type in this chat right now and go Lozba. Yeah, okay, so that's the issue. It was only showing up on my main feed. My vertical feed isn't showing up in my chat box. That's what's happening. Okay. I mean, that's not the end of the world. I can live with that. I have it open separately, but what I think I have to do is start my vertical stream first next time, because I think I started the main feed first. Because it probably can only connect to one of the 2. And then that's probably why. Yeah, okay. It all makes sense now. Everything makes sense now. Get the hell up out of here. Throw away my face. This was a good concert. Me and my friends saw this back in, would have been 2018, I think. We got like a whole box for free and it was pretty sick. My mom's work has a box, and they were like, yeah, you guys can have it for the night, because no one wanted the tickets or whatever. Just no one that worked there really knew who he was. So there was like 14 of us, free tickets, free parking pass. We had bottomless popcorn, which was crazy. We had to pay for that part because they have like a menu in there. But I remember literally going and being like $25 for bottomless popcorn. I'm like, okay, I'll get it, whatever, right? Like, surely it's just gonna be a boatload of popcorn. No, it was literally bottomless. Like, we grabbed like 6 of the bags or whatever. We turned around 5 minutes later, those bags are back. I was like, this is fucking witchcraft, bro. Best $25 I ever spent. Bottomless popcorn. Nah, we ain't on the American vibe right now. Let's go over. Let's switch songs. America, bitch, yeah. I was like, this song's praising America a little bit too much right now. It's a good song though. What song is this? Breathe. It sounds like a Super Guitar Bros song cover. I'm trying to remember it. Yo, Jared, question for you is, if America is all #1 and all that, why is Canada above America? Geographically. Come on. Because we're always on top. We're always on top. You know, if you think about it, America kind of wears Canada as a hat. On top of some bullshit? Yeah, literally. And America's the bullshit. We're on top of you, and you guys are the bullshit. We really going to do this right now? I'm just playing, dude. I don't actually care. It's all rage bait. Get rage baited. Get rage baited. Yeah, that's right. I'm mentally penetrating you. You'll post a paragraph. But he's like, let me dust. I muted my mic back so when I hit it. You know, Jared, you said, when am I going to be a deadlock streamer? When are you going to be a deadlock streamer? When are you going to show these people what's up? Show them how to play this game. When your PC doesn't suck ass? Dude, I don't know why you struggle to stream it. Like, the game doesn't run phenomenal for me, but like, I can stream deadlock fine for the most part, and it doesn't super lag or anything. Like, at least on Discord. I don't know how I would do an OBS. Freaking Linux moment. You know, average Linux L. Can't spell Linux without an L. It plays fine, but for some reason it's the only game that I try to stream and it kills your PC. I don't know, buddy. I think that sounds like excuses. I think you're just scared to stream deadlock. I think that's the real thing. You're scared. Have you tried it recently though, or was it like just like a one-time thing? Was there an update that like bugged it or something like that? You would get banned. You're not wrong, dudes. Would have to stream on Kick. Take that shit to Mixer. You guys remember Mixer? That's fucking... Rumble streamer. Facebook gaming live streamer. That's what I gotta start doing. I'm multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I might as well start multi-streaming to Facebook Live. It blows my mind the people that stream through Steam. Like whenever I go onto a store page occasionally and there's like, oh yeah, check out this stream on Steam, and I'm like, what the fuck? Stream on every streamable platform, world record. The thing is, I guarantee you someone's already done it. There's probably like most consecutive streams for 12 hours or whatever, or like something stupid like that. And with the boots in July, which I don't need snow. This is another good song. Weirdly, whenever I think of this song, I remember listening to this song while playing Ark Survival Evolved on my Xbox One. And I was in like the fire area and I was just vibing to this song. Fucking good times. That was like 2016. So long ago. I'll probably be down to play Deadlock here in like half hour or something like that, Jared, if you're down. If you're still, yeah. I know you gotta swap over to your 5th tab right now to reply. Donut. Yeah, I'll probably go to 7,600 encounters, maybe 7,650, and then I'll be done here for today. Seventh tab, 2nd monitor. Damn. Damn. Bro, the other day Joey was streaming and I went in there and I was just like, had it on my other monitor or whatever, and he messaged me. He's like, I see you 5th tab, thank you. And I was like, I got you. 7th tab, 2nd monitor is crazy though. Yeah, dude, I got your stream playing on my phone. I'm not actually watching, but I got it on my phone. On my iPad in the other room. Before we play Deadlock though, I'm going to install some more mods. I want to download some mods for other characters, just so I have a skin kind of for a handful of them. See, the only thing I'm like, you gotta slightly be careful with on some of those mods is that the hitboxes are all gonna be slightly inaccurate if you do anything a little too crazy. Like, that's what I worry about with like the G-Man skin or like whatever. Like I worry that they would be slightly the wrong proportions. G-Man skin was bugged and you couldn't see in the hotel equals you always fail. Oh, okay. I mean, they theoretically could have fixed that by now, but yeah, that's. I do worry about like things like that. You know, I'm going to be like mid-game and be like, oh, the skin's like slightly broken and now I can't do anything about it. But that was day one. Yeah, it's probably fixed now then. I saw something on Twitter the other day of a doorman abusing his door going into the void. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. That should not be a thing. But I guess like he placed his door and then when he walked through it, he would fall through the void and get teleported back to like spawn or something like that. And I'm like, that's stupid. That should not be a thing. Got out of map. Because I literally saw it and I think it was like a lash or whatever chased them down, killed them, but then it teleported the lash back into the sewers. And I'm like, that's just so weird. Like, what? It's so funny how we just see the same Deadlock content now. Literally, dude, like, it's all, like, yesterday you linked 3 videos, and I saw all 3 of those videos in the morning. I don't know, I've been enjoying it, because it's just something to be playing, and it's just, like, a big part of it is that you guys play it. I like to play games with my friends. So that's a big part of why I've been playing it more, but I am enjoying it. I have fun playing Viscous. Except I should probably take Viscous priority off for a game or 2. Just because when I have him on high priority, I just literally never get anyone else. I should just put him to 1 priority so I can at least occasionally play other people. Because, like, I haven't played Paradox or Pocket in, like, I think right now my entire, like, recent match history, like the 20 matches or whatever that shows up, are literally all Viscous. Playing other people is good to just learn what they do as well. Yeah, like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, that when I said the Silver just solo ulted me and all that, I didn't realize that her ult just kind of pops on her own. And that was just like, you know, just like, but also I only have like 50 hours on the game, if that, probably. So it's like, I'm still fairly new to the game, I would say. It's also just the learning curve of playing an MMO and then playing an MMO with people who are good at MMOs, or not MMO, sorry, not MMO, MOBA, wrong words. But yeah, playing MOBAs and then playing with people who are good at MOBAs. I just feel like I'm lacking a little bit sometimes. She doesn't have damage to players she goes war from. You can't manually trigger. Okay. So it's kind of like a stack-based thing or something like that. Like, I imagine, like, if she does like a certain amount of damage in a time period, like, I imagine it's not like. Same with Bust. Yeah. I mean, like, I've played the handful of League games. I've played a handful of Paradox games, but I never really got into MOBAs. So I just. It's definitely a learning curve. It's like a dial that starts to go away if you don't do much. Okay.
Hot box in the car getting dumb high. We be laughing in slow mo. All she really wants is fries in the mud pie, but the
I want to listen to. Give me this. Give me that. Give me this. Give me that. And give me that. I'm gonna play the Sir Bellhop version of Ghost. It goes so fucking hard, dude. I know. I wish this was the full just John Bellion version, but honestly, the mix of him and Justin Bieber isn't awful. Your R key has been like broken for days now? The fuck do you do? Saying too many hard R's there, Jared. Broke it. We know what that R is for. It doesn't always click. I had that happen yesterday with my alt. My alt key wasn't going all, like, it wasn't always registering, and I had to like really push down on it, and then it made a click sound, and it's been fine since. Like, I don't know if there was like literally like something somehow got underneath the switch or something like that, and it was preventing it from going all the way down. Crazy, my G, N, R, and I key don't work. It's like that picture. It's like when you're losing an argument online and it just like shows the finger smudges on your screen and it's like we all know. All right, did we get the shiny in the next 40 encounters? Let's see. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, on the back of this controller, there's this two little switches to change the triggers to be like hairline triggers, and my like ADHD just is constantly flicking them on and off. It's just like a fidget. I'll just be sitting here, I'll just flick them on and off over and over. You know, my fantasy team needs to win tonight. I think this is the playoffs this week, and I am not doing too hot. Started off rough on day one. Down like 20 points.
Time of mystery, getting stranger and scary in the place I'm from. And I think I caught a glimpse when we messed around with strings at the theatron. Is she just a wish? Why she calling me bluish? Pixel's voices through the phone. Is she just a glitch? Strangely beautiful language. I feel her pulsing through my bones. Yeah. The water is hard like metal. I think I gotta deal with the devil. I think I have to deal with the devil. If I saw her in a dream, I pour the water into the ocean, circulating motion. No direction we should go. We can take it super slow. Never thought I'd be so close to the real thing. Is she just a wish? Why she
I gotta look into on Twitch. Apparently there's a way that you can separate your audio tracks so I can have music on my stream, but then my VOD won't have any music and it won't get muted. Not that I super care about my Twitch VODs anyways. Not like someone's gonna go and sit through a 3-hour VOD of me shiny hunting a Pokemon. But there's been a lot more things I've been looking into the last couple days just with streaming things. I'm like, okay, I want to set this up. I want to set this up, but I'm also just lazy. This version of the song isn't as good as the original, the unreleased. You know, Jared, I am interested to see when we get on Deadlock if there's going to be a notification that says chat banned. We scored a goal. I don't like that. I want my team to lose. We need to lose the games, not win them. We need to be going up, R2, not down. Alright, chat. If there's anyone hanging out here, we're on our last 6 encounters of the stream. We're going to go up to 7,600 encounters. It's just a short stream today. Thank you for anyone who's popped in and hung out. Appreciate you all. Even the lurkers who are just got some background noise while they're shiny hunting or whatever. Appreciate you.
I'm a sucker for y'all. I love you, Vancouver. Thank you to the Jonas Brothers. These handsome men rock.
Last encounter of the stream, chat. Here we go. Give me the shiny. No, that would have been hype though. All right, update on the save file. We are 43 hours in, so that is approximately 42 and a half hours of being stuck in this forest. We'll be back tomorrow. I should be streaming around 2 p.m. probably. 2 p.m. my time. Maybe a little bit later. We'll see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing after work tomorrow. But thanks for anyone who's been here. Peace out.